Hi, I'm Gracie X, and I wanted to do a blog and a video on can you cheat in an open marriage or polyamorous relationship? And the short answer to this question is yes, you can cheat in a polyamorous relationship or open marriage. And I decided to do the blog on it, you can read it at graciex.com, because there is this stereotype that in an open marriage anything goes and you can do whatever you want, and so how can you cheat? And it simply isn't the case. And I have a story around this. This is what prompted me to write the blog. A couple of days ago, I got a phone call from a good friend of mine, and she was very upset. And what was really interesting was it took me like half an hour on the phone with her to get her to really admit that she was really pissed off and really upset at what her husband had done. And I think this brings up a very interesting phenomenon in this world of ethical non-monogamy, and that is basically that you sometimes get into a mindset that you're not supposed to, or this can happen, that you're not supposed to be jealous, you're not supposed to set limits, you're not supposed to get pissed off or about your person doing something with somebody else. Anyway, when we tussled it out for a while, what we realized was that her husband had broken a few pretty important agreements that they had. And what I offered to do was to sit down with them while they talked it out and just be a witness, and that can be tremendously helpful in these situations. And when we all sat down together, what became really clear was her husband felt really sorry and really awful, and that what had happened was he had put up a profile on a website that it was dormant for a while, and then it went live and he forgot about the profile, and then he got emails from this beautiful woman, and he exchanged a few emails, and then he told his wife about it. And when his wife looked at his profile, the first agreement that got broken was he didn't really talk about her or their open marriage. Now, he wasn't hiding it. He did state in his description that he was in an open marriage. So it wasn't like he was completely hiding he was married. It was just that it would have been nice for her to see the profile before he started engaging with people on that website. And then the second thing was that this woman lived extremely close. You could walk to the area of town that she lived in, and they had a very clear agreement of a geographic distance from their house in which they would date people. So in other words, they had to be an hour away or 2 hours away. I can't remember exactly what their agreement was, but this also violated their agreement. And he felt terrible, and it just was a great picture of more of how you can make blunders and you can make mistakes, and then you have to clean it up. You have to take responsibility for these blunders and mistakes. And so did he cheat, the shame-based cheating word? I would put it more into the category of, he just screwed up. And we all screw up. We all screw up. However, I have another person that I know, not intimately, but through a friend, and that guy has repeatedly broken agreements with his partner. And that is where I think things become very suspect and uncomfortable, and I wouldn't tolerate that. I think there has to be a container and a sense of trust and safety, and if that is continually violated, then it just becomes like cheating. It just becomes a very painful situation, and it's hard to build a continuity, a trust with your partner. So those are my thoughts on can you cheat in a polyamorous relationship or open marriage, and I hope that was helpful. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Namaste.